Okay, we've got 1 more minute. Just let a few more. There's a few of you in. I think there might be a couple more people just to sign in, but we'll let them just sign in and join us when they can. So hopefully you're all feeling fit and well. Remember to line up whatever you're watching this class on to the side of your mat if you can, if you have the space. Obviously, you know, not everyone does, but if you do, then that's more ideal, just for being able to see what I'm doing and not kind of twisting your body to try and see the screen and injuring yourself in the process. So hopefully that's not going to happen. Okay, so we're going to get started. 45-minute class, bit of Pilates, bit of stretching. So effectively Pilates is a bit of stretching, a bit of strengthening, all kind of using controlled movements. Yeah, so and that just brings in a little bit kind of mindfulness, I guess, in a way, without even realizing. So the fact that we're having to focus on doing the exercises in a specific way kind of stops us thinking about other things. So it's kind of a bit of distraction in some respects, but also just gives us a chance to just focus on ourselves. Okay, so just going to bring yourself down to your mat or whatever you're doing the class on today. So hopefully somewhere quite soft and not hard floor. That won't be so pleasant, especially for our rolling exercises. So we're just going to take our legs to roughly hip distance and our feet are flat on the floor. And then we're just going to sway our legs a little bit from side to side. So if you're feeling a little bit stiff in the low back or, you know, that kind of area, then just take it nice and easy. Maybe get a little bit bigger as you go. So just checking in with your body, how it's feeling, how your back is feeling, how your hips are feeling. I just notice if there's anywhere that feels a little bit tense. Then we're going to take a couple of stretches before we get going. So we're just going to hug one knee in towards the chest. And if you want to, you can extend the opposite leg out. So just pull that knee in as close as you can comfortably. And you should feel the stretch if you've got your other leg extended, a little bit in the hip flexor and a little bit of a stretch in the low back. And then we're going to swap legs. So just slowly do that. No rush. And then if you want to slide the left leg away, pull the right knee in. But try and keep the rest of your body really relaxed as you're stretching. So shoulders staying down, face is relaxed, everything else is kind of soft. Good, and then just bring the legs back to where we started. So feet flat on the floor, knees bent, hip distance. And then we're going to start off with our leg drops. So we're going to draw our low belly muscles in and up, muscles in between our hips. You can place your hands on your hips as well if you want to. And we're just going to close our eyes and just feel this movement. So we're going to take our left leg and just open it out on an inhale. So you're just turning on your foot, exhaling, pulling back to center. So coming back to where you started and then taking the right knee out. So dropping the knee down, inhaling, exhaling, bringing those legs back. So you can rest your hands on your thighs if you want to, just to give you a little bit of feedback there, especially if your eyes are closed. Exhale, bringing it back. Inhale, drop. Exhale, back. So as you exhale, really tighten these muscles in between your hips. And that's just going to pull in those lower abdominals and build strength. It's also tightening the muscles around your lower back as well. So these muscles don't work solely on their own. They have muscles towards the back of the body that also link in, and they also activate when you're doing this movement. So they're stabilizing your hips as you're moving your leg away. Exhale back. Let's just do one more each side. I love starting with this one because it really kind of brings everything into the center of the body, just focuses the mind a little bit. And then we know that those muscles are warming up. So we're going to push our left leg away. So we're going to push the heel along the floor, flex the foot as you stretch the leg as much as you can, and then exhale, slide it back. Inhale, push the right leg away. Flex the foot, feel the stretch on the back of the leg and the hip maybe, and then exhale, bring it back. We're going to do 4 more, so 2 more each side. Left leg, inhale, exhale, slide back. Just slide back really gently. Try and keep the leg in a really straight line as you stretch out, and then as you bring it back in. 1 more each side. Inhale, stretch, exhale, slide. Inhale, stretch, exhale, slide. Good, okay. So now we're going to continue that movement a little bit, but we're going to bring the legs up into the air. So I'm just moving my body back a bit so I've got more space. So we're going to extend and bring our left leg up. So keep that 90-degree angle behind the knee, and then bring the right leg up. And you can hold it if you want to, or you can let go and just challenge yourself a bit more to hold everything still. Okay, then we're going to take the first leg down and then the back leg down. So we start now with the back leg. We lift up. Try and really draw the belly in and up to help stabilize those hips again, and down and down. So we're alternating. Front leg comes up first again. Inhale, inhale. Good. Keep it going like this. Or if you want something a little bit more challenging, you can just keep your legs in your tabletop and just release one leg down and then pull it back up. So this is just a bit more challenging because we're effectively keeping our legs off of the floor for longer. So it's just going to work a bit deeper. So if you've been doing Pilates for a little while, you might want to take this option just to challenge yourself a bit more. We're only going to do 6 more. So whichever version you're doing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, let's place the feet down one at a time. There's an extra one there. And then we're going to bring in the upper body. So we're going to take our hands behind our head, stretch the elbows out nice and flat towards the floor. Don't worry if they don't quite touch, but try and keep them wide all the way through. So we'll let the weight of the head fall properly into the hands so that as you lift up, you're not pulling on your head. So your neck is not involved here. Okay, so as we lift up, we're going to use our upper abdominals. So find a nice comfortable position for your pelvis. Hold it there. Hold it still and exhale and lift. Inhale at the top, so you're looking probably to the thighs, no higher than the knees, and then you exhale to lower down. So it's 3 breaths. Exhale, hold at the top, keep the elbows wide. Inhale, exhale down. There should be some shaking going on in the abdominals, hopefully. Exhale, lift. Inhale to hold. Exhale to lower. 4 more. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. 3 to go, and then we're going to add on. Lift and hold, breathe and exhale. Last 2. Really use that exhale. Draw the belly in as much as you can. Try and keep it fairly flat. We don't want to strengthen the stomach muscles in the kind of protruding position. So try and draw the muscles in as much as you can, but still able to breathe. And then lower down. So now we're going to add on. We're going to exhale and lift up, and as we do that, we're going to extend our right lower leg, but keep the knees level. And then we lower down. Same thing other side. If it helps, you can always bring your feet and your knees together, just to make it feel a little bit more connected into the center line of the body. Or you can keep the feet hip distance. Good. So you should be feeling a little bit of burning right now. I know I am. So keep that belly lifted in and up. It's going to really help to keep everything nice and solid, really aligned, good positions for the body to build strength in, nice safe positions to build strength in. Exhale as you come up. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, lower the head down. Let's give the head a little turn from side to side and just hug the knees in. Circle the knees as well if you want to, and take them the other way. Okay, so let's do 100s. Yay, I can hear you all saying out there in Zoom land and Facebook Live land. You love the 100s. Yes, we all do. Okay, so we're going to stretch out our arms. Come to a leg position that you find easy at first, and then I'm going to give you those progressions if you want them. So we're going to lift the arms up and the head. We're going to start by drawing the shoulders down first of all, and then start pumping the arms. So you're drawing that belly in and up, and you're just looking at the thighs again. So your eye line is down, your chin is tucked slightly, and you're keeping your neck safe all the way through. So keep those arms going nice and fast. If you do need to rest your head down, that's fine. Or you can always place one hand behind your head and just support your neck a little bit. Keep the other arm going and then just swap just all the way through, okay? So keep the arms going, whatever happens, even if your head is down, you're still going to be challenging the abdominals just a little bit less intensely. And then if you want, bring those legs to tabletop. So keep the arms going. We're not here for long, but we will build some heat. Okay, so heat is good. It's going to get that blood flowing around the body and get rid of any toxins and just flush out anything that we don't want. Okay, so keep the breath going. Let's get some good, nice, clean oxygen in the body. And then every time you exhale, you're letting go of all the air that you don't really need anymore. Okay, you can stretch the legs away if you want to. Squeeze the legs together though. If you do that, try not to keep them apart. So keep the arms going. In 2, 3, 4, 5 and out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5 and out 2, 3, 4, 5. You can always lower one leg for a bit more of a challenge and then swap. We've got 3 more sets. In 2, 3, 4, 5 and out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5 and out 2, 3, 4, 5. Last set, you can do this. In 2, 3, 4, 5 and out 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. Hug it in. Oh, whose abs are burning? Mine are. Okay, so if you can feel a little bit of work there, that's good. We know we've done something good. And we're also really just focusing on keeping the rest of the body that we're not working at the time just really safe and in good alignment. Okay, so just always think of your body just being in good alignment, not twisted to the side or anything like that, especially when we're laying on our side and those moves are coming up. Okay, we're going to take our legs up to the ceiling now. Grab hold of one leg wherever you can, under the knee, above the knee. Lift your head and your shoulders. You are going to be pulling on your legs, so you don't need to worry too much. If your neck is bothering you, this should help because you're holding on. Okay, so you're stretching your opposite leg away, and then you're going to super fast change in the middle with a really strong exhale. That's it. So quick you miss it. Okay, go again, and we go for 8, 7, 6, strong exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. We've got one more set. You have the option to take your hands behind your head or keep your hands where they are. Just 8 more. Let's go for it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Well done. Hug it in. Whew. Definitely feeling it in those abdominals today. Okay, we're going to come into crisscross now because it's a little bit more abs and then we'll move on to another area. So what we're going to do is lift up, hands behind the head, and then cross to one side, bring the opposite knee in towards us. So we're effectively just looking down at the mat at the side of us. Not the most exciting thing in the world. You're probably going to spot all kinds of things down there. And then you're going to come back to center, feet come down. Twist to the other side and lower. So we're not lowering our head all the way to the floor in the middle. We're keeping a little bit of a contraction on those abdominals all the way through. And then if you want more, you have the opportunity to come to tabletop and then stretch the legs out. So this is harder because our feet are not on the floor. So it's an open chain exercise. If you want a little bit more stability, keep it going, whichever version you're doing. 1 foot on the floor is always good. If you do have 1 foot on the floor, then just push down on that foot as you cross. Let's do 4 more, just 4, 3, 2 and 1. Well done. Hug the knees in or take a full body stretch, entirely up to you. Whatever feels right now. Could be a different stretch entirely, up to you. Okay, so what we're going to do is come up to seated, roll to the side, come up to seated or roll your way up. And then we're going to go for some rolling. So We're going to do the seal again. I think we did that last week and I quite enjoyed it, and I think everyone else did by the look of your faces. So we're going to try it again. So we're going to sit towards the end of the mat, have some space behind you to roll back on, have some padding. So if you've got one mat on a hard floor, double it over. You're going to take your knees out to the side, soles of the feet together, take the hands underneath the outside of the ankles, and then just balance on your sitting bones. So you're just lifting your feet off the floor and just balancing. You can stay here. You don't want to roll for whatever reason. If you do want to roll, you're going to tuck your chin, draw your belly in, and roll back. Clap 3 times with your feet. Come back up, clap, clap, clap. And back, clap, clap, clap. Roll forwards, clap, clap, clap. Use your breath. And exhale, exhale, exhale. And again, one more time. And lift it up. Good. Let's have a bit of open leg rocker now to give those hamstrings a good stretch. So what you're going to do is grab one leg, try and extend it as much as you can. If you have to hold it under the knee, that's fine. And then the other knee. So again, you're balancing. If you don't roll for whatever reason, you stay here. Otherwise, grab those legs, tuck the chin, and inhale. Exhale. Oh, no, I didn't make it up myself there. Inhale back. Exhale to come up. 3 more. Really use that exhale. It helps to contract the abdominals and also give you that momentum. And balance. Okay, you're back into your balance. You're going to bring your legs together, even if they're bent, doesn't matter. And then we're going to try and roll ourselves back down, keeping the legs in the air. This is challenging, okay? So squeeze those legs together and then just bring those legs back up. We're going to tuck the hands slightly under the bottom, just to give our lower back a bit of support there. And then we're going to come into corkscrew. So our legs are squeezing together and our legs are then going to go down to the left, across to the right and back up. So we're inhaling to take it out, sweeping across and exhaling to pull back up. You're coming back to wherever you started. So if you're starting at 90 degrees, then of course you're back to 90 degrees. If you're starting here, then you come back to here. And we're just alternating. It doesn't have to be a big circle, it can be a tiny one. Good, 2 more. Squeeze those legs together. It's going to really stretch into the outer hip as well. Should feel quite nice. 1 more. Good, excellent. Okay, so we're going to hold on to the back of our legs and come back up again. And then we're going to do a similar kind of move to the corkscrew, but sitting up. So you're either going to be here, I might just angle myself slightly so you can see the whole of my body position. So my hands are behind me and I'm staying up. Or you can be down on your elbows. But if you are down on your elbows, don't just collapse the spine. Just stay strong, okay? So what we're going to do is bring our knees in. And then we're going to take the legs to the side and extend the legs. Bend the knees back to center, take them to the left, extend. Yes, it's a bit like a can-can, but kind of laying down. But still keeping the spine engaged, okay? So over to the side, extend. Back through center, extend. So you're going to get a little massage onto the side of your bottom, the piriformis area, which sometimes can be quite tight in people. So this is going to feel quite nice, hopefully, a little bit of self-massage. If you want to work a little bit harder, you're going to come up, extend the arms fully and do the same thing. So it's a little bit more intense on the hip flexors and the abdominals. Good, so just try and keep your chest up. How's it going? Is it all right? Okay, then we're going to progress this. So we are going to come down onto our elbows, all of us now. And then we're going to turn to the side, keep our knees lifted off of the floor. Then we're going to extend the top leg, reach up and over and touch the hand down. And then bring the hand back and hug the knees in, yeah? So you can just extend the top leg if you want to, or you can extend both. Extend out and back in. Inhale, exhale, 4 more. Inhale, exhale. Keep that underneath waist lifted. It's tough. 2 more. 1 more. Now we've got to spin to the other side. And do the same thing. Let's try and keep our feet off the floor all the way through if we can. I know it's challenging. So you're on the kind of laying on your side slightly, lifting that underneath waist, and then extend, reach over, exhale back. So remember, it can be just one leg, but slightly less intensity, or it can be both legs. And don't worry if your hand doesn't all the way reach the floor. It's just a little stretch and release, and then contract and bring everything in. 4 more to go. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 to go. Whew. Good, and we're done. Okay, so we're back onto our backs now. Let's try a little bit of rolling up and rolling down. So stretch the legs out in a nice straight line, squeeze the legs together. Hopefully you have enough room above your head to stretch your arms, but it's not essential really. Just a little stretch, so if you can't quite make it all the way, it doesn't matter. So we're going to bring our arms over our shoulders. We're going to exhale and look at our feet. And we're going to try and roll up with a rounded spine, okay? So you're going to try a couple of inches first, and then if you feel like you can carry on going, then carry on going. If you can't quite make it for any reason, I'm going to give you that. Spine is straight, legs are squeezed together. We're going to exhale and roll back, super slow. Keep squeezing the legs, flex the feet if it helps you to control the move. If you want that modification, you're going to bring your hands under your lower back, flat on the floor. You're going to exhale and just look at your feet, and then use your hands to help. But don't let the hands do all the work, okay? Same thing on the way down, exhale. Otherwise, you're doing the full version if you don't need the modification, you know what you're doing. Slowly rolling down with control. Over time, those spinal muscles will release and let you come into the full roll up. But for now, I want you to keep it safe and controlled and just use a little bit of assistance. It won't take long to do the full roll up, okay? So you've got to let your body help you and trust your body. Let's go again one more time, whichever version you are doing. Exhale, draw the spinal muscles in, belly back, sit tall, one more time all the way down, exhale. Good, and then take a little stretch when you're there. So give the legs a little shake. We're going to just continue a little bit of a roll up, but coming into a version that hopefully everyone can do with some advanced moves if you want to take them. So you're going to stretch our arms back. So we're going to exhale and semicircle, sweep the arms around, push down on the right leg and float the left leg up. So you're here. If you struggle with the roll up, just stay at this level. Inhale, stretch back. Leg comes back to the floor and the arms come above the head. Exhale, let's go to the other leg now. So you're going to reach your fingertips down as if you're pointing at your foot and lifting the right leg, pushing down on the left leg. Let's use both legs here. So one leg floats, the other leg pushes. Exhale, let's try again. Left leg and back down. So still doing this, I can feel it in the back of my leg as I'm pushing down, and my abdominals as I'm just lifting up off of the floor. If I want to make it a bit more challenging, I can push a little bit more into the foot and just draw the body up into a bit of a floating position. Same thing on the way back down. You're going to inhale, stretch, enjoy the support of the floor there. Getting ready to come up again. Exhale. Really use the exhale. If you're not exhaling, guys, you're not going to come up. So you're in your house. You can do whatever you want. You can make as much noise as you want. We can't hear you. Not that it would matter if we could. It'd be quite nice to know that people are using the exhale to help with the contractions of the muscles. Let's just do 2 more. Whatever level you're at, you're going to build strength and get stronger. Excellent. Now for the one final challenge, if you want to take it, both legs. All the way up into that V shape. And then all the way down. Yes. Nice and slowly. Laying out, stretching the body. Excellent. Okay, we're going to turn onto our front now. So we've been using the front of the body quite a lot, also the back of the body, but now we're going to specifically focus more on the back of the body and the back of the legs, the upper back, middle back and lower back muscles. So we're facing down, we're on our mat, hopefully in good alignment. Our feet are roughly hip distance. And then the first thing we're going to do, we're going to do some neck rolls. So just to give a little bit of movement and mobility to the neck. So we're going to come up onto our elbows. And we're going to hold here as we look to the left. So you're lifting your belly in and up as well here. You're not just completely relaxed, okay? So you're still staying active. You're going to look to the left. You're going to roll the chin around all the way to the right and then back to center. Let's go the other way. So we're going to look to the right, drop the chin, roll around to the left and then back to center. Good. Okay, so we're coming into single leg kick now. So make sure that your elbows are underneath your shoulders. You're going to bring your fists together in the middle and just push them against each other. That's just going to give you strength so that you can lift up through the belly and keep strong. Okay, so first things first, we are going to stretch our left leg out so strongly so that our left knee comes off of the floor. And we're going to try and keep that lift as we kick 2 times. So our foot is loose and our bottom is squeezing. Let's try the other leg. So stretch the leg and then kick in 2 times. Back down. Let's keep it going. Kick, kick, and kick, kick. Good. 2 more each side. Kick, kick, and kick, kick. Last 2. With an exhale and kick, kick with an exhale. Good. I've got a bit of cramp in my toenails because my foot's really tensed up there. Okay, so what we're going to do now is lower the body down. And then we're going to bring our arms kind of into a capital E shape. So our head and our neck is the middle of it. And our arms are the top and the bottom. Okay, so elbows in line with the shoulders. Relax the feet. I'm just stretching my feet because I've got a bit of cramp. But relax your feet down unless you've got cramp as well. And then what we're going to do is lift up with the upper body first of all. So we're lifting ourselves about 3-4 inches off the floor of our head and our neck. Then we're going to add in the arms. And then we're going to lower the arms and lower the head. So we lift the head, arms come up, squeeze the shoulder blades, hands come down, and we lower. Let's keep it going. So lift and lift. You don't have to come up high for this one. It's about keeping the neck and the head in alignment while we build some strength in the muscles around the shoulder blades. So we're just lifting up, squeezing, lowering, and down. Now this is level 1, and you can carry on with this if this is challenging enough for you right now. Otherwise, we're going to add on. So we're going to lift the arms, we're going to reach them forward, we're going to pull them back, and then lower. So we lift, extend and reach, pull elbows back and lower, lift, reach, pull, and lower. 6 more of whichever version is working for you. And 5. Keep looking down at the floor there once you know what you're doing. So let's keep the neck safe. 3 to go. Should be feeling it now in your upper and middle back. Nice muscle activation feeling rather than pain. 2 more, I think. I might have just added an extra one on there. The last one. And down. Good. Turn your head to the side and just rest your head down for a second. So give your neck a little break. So we're working on neck muscles then as well. So that's always a good thing. Building some strength in the neck muscles in the back of the body to keep our head nice and lifted when we're moving around. Okay, so now we're coming on to swimming. So a similar thing we're going to be doing, instead of reaching forward and pulling back, we're going to be reaching forward with the palms facing away and then pushing as we lift up. So our legs can stay down or we can add in a little kick, but I'll mention that when we get going. Okay, so we're going to slide the arms forwards, reach forwards, lower the body, push the palms away, lift the head and the shoulders, and just touch your thighs with your palms. Then you're going to just slide the arms forward again. Inhale, exhale, arms reach back. Slide those arms, push them away. Good. Keep this going. We have 10. Oh, I know it's mean. 9. If you want to kick the legs as well, you can. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. It's just as tiring as normal swimming, isn't it? 3 and 2 and 1. Woo. Okay, lower the head down again and just maybe move the hips from side to side just to release anything in the lower back. So you should have felt that around more middle to low back on that one, especially if you had your legs kicking, but you would have felt it all over your back really. Okay, double leg kick. So our hands are going to come behind us. I'm being blinded by the sun now. So I'm going to grab hold of one hand, doesn't matter which one, maybe pick the one that you wouldn't naturally go for. So bring your hands to your middle of your back as high as you can and drop the elbows down. Squeeze the legs together. So double leg kick, we kick at the same time. We kick 3, 2, 1. Feet come down. Hands reach back and we squeeze those shoulder blades as much as we can. Let's turn our head the other way. Lower everything back down again. Kick 3, 2, 1. Reach and lift. See if you can come up a little bit higher each time. We've got 4 more. Rest down. Kick 3, 2, 1. Feet down. Head, chest, lift. We're halfway. Turn again. 3, 2, 1. And reach it back. Last 2, 3, 2, 1. Reach it back. Last one. Oh, sad. I like this one. Kick 3, 2, 1. And then reach back. Okay, we're going to stay lifted. Squeezing those shoulder blades. The hands come apart, palms facing up. And we're going to just pat the ceiling with our flat palms. So looking down at the floor, keeping the neck lovely and long. Hips are staying nice and still. Let's keep it going. So this is our backwards hundreds. We're patting and inhaling for as many as we can. Let's keep it going. We're going to really work the back of the arms here. The triceps are going to get super strong, but we'll give them a stretch after this. So we're breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5 and out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5 and out 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Keep to that rhythm. Keep those palms pushing up and down. Nice, strong, straight arms. We might not quite get to 100 because that's going to be a lot. So let's do another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let those arms relax down. Did you feel that on the back of your arms? Oh, mine are burning. Okay, hands under the shoulders. Let's lift our bodies up. Let's sit back into a nice rest position for a second. So knees wide. And relax down. Couple of really big deep breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Enjoy that. Okay, let's come onto our side. Let's give our back a little bit of a rest. We're going to be working into the obliques a bit more now. So I'm mixing it up quite a bit today, you might have noticed. So we're first off going to start laying completely straight. So normally I say bring the feet forward. We're going to start off laying completely straight, laying on our arm. Hopefully that's comfortable for you. Just find whatever is comfortable for you. If you need a pillow or anything underneath you or to make it more comfortable to lay on, you know, do what you need to do. Okay, so first off, make sure that you can see your toes still so that you know that your feet aren't too far behind the body. Lining yourself up with the back of the mat is always a good move because then you know you're in a straight line, unless you've got a round mat or something. Okay, so you're going to stretch your legs really long and then let them float off the floor, just a tiny amount. So that's going to bring your body into alignment. When your legs are resting down, you're out of alignment slightly. So we're going to stay here just for a little while we think about what we're actually doing. So we're lifting our inner thighs. We're squeezing our bottom, both sides, just to keep everything nice and strong and straight. And then what we do here is we're going to keep the top leg where it is, and we're just going to lower and lift the bottom leg. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold both legs there. Let's take a nice slow scissor. one forward, one back, and then change. It's always harder this way with the top leg coming forward. So you're going to use the hand that's in front of you to help balance. Try not to move your upper body at all. Change again, slowly. And one more slow. Ooh, I can feel that in my glutes. Okay, bringing the legs back together. We're going to kick the legs super fast, just like we did earlier with our little swimming movement. So we're kicking fast. We're sideways swimming for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the bottom leg forward. Keep the top leg where it is. Lower it down. Push the hip down. Let's relax the foot. Okay, the foot that's on the top leg. And then just lower and lift that leg. So your bottom foot is relaxed or it's flexed if it needs to be. Mine's pretty relaxed there. So it's quite nice to take this alignment in a different way now. So all we're doing is just lifting and lowering using our outer hip and our side glutes, okay? So we're stretching that leg really long out of the hip rather than just letting it hang there in space. So we're effectively just really reaching it long, trying to make it grow a little bit longer. And you should be feeling now a little bit of warming sensation in the back of the hip. So we're going to do another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to hold the leg as high as you can, but still reaching it long. Okay, and just hold it there. Just keep reaching in as if you're trying to touch your toe towards the opposite wall. We're holding, keep lifting the belly in and up. And now we're circling 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other way, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That last one's always the hardest, and then just let the knee come down, give it a tap. Is it burning? Hopefully, a little bit. Okay, let's turn to the other side. So the same thing, hopefully I can remember the sequence here, so it's a little bit different. So stretching the legs out, laying it on the arm, squeezing and lifting the legs, holding it there. So just holding that lift. This top side waist is strongly contracted to keep the legs lifted. The underneath waist is also contracted. Squeezing the legs together, squeezing the bottom, not really hard, but maybe like 40% of your maximum, making sure that you can still see your toes. And then we're going to lower and lift that bottom leg. So let's go for it. Keep the top leg where it is, a small move, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we take the slow scissor and change. Slow again. Woo. Keep lifting the belly in and up. It's really going to help you stabilize and balance here. Bringing the legs back together. Let's kick them super fast. Don't bend at the knees. Keep the legs solid like sticks of wood for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Let's take the bottom leg forward. Top leg relaxes with the foot, and then we push that hip down and keep it there. Okay, try not to let the hips kind of switch off. So we're keeping that squeeze on the glutes, and then we're just lifting and lowering. I love how this starts. It's so soft and gentle. Can't feel any burning right now. It just feels really nice. Just a little stretch. Keep stretching the leg really long. So I'm going to try and touch my sofa there. Keep stretching. One day I'll get there. Okay, let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1. Now we're going to hold the leg up as high as we can, but keeping the hips in alignment. So if you feel like if you take your leg all the way up to the ceiling, your hips dropping back, just drop the leg down, okay? So keep this alignment, and then you'll find a spot where you can't really go any further. Keep it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now it's burning. We're going to add in those circles. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We have to go the other way, otherwise we're going to be hobbling and wonky. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ah, that last one. Stretch them and the knee forward and just give it a little tap. Oh, relief. Okay, so our glutes are pretty activated now. We're going to work them a little bit harder by rolling back onto our front. So this one is fairly relaxed for the upper body. So we're just going to make a pillow for our head with our hands there, and then just stretch the legs back. Just turn to the side just to see the screen for now. And then once you've got the move, you can just turn your forehead back to the mat. So what we're going to do is stretch our right leg out super strong, and then just lift off of the floor, but reach it long and back. Okay, so we're not going super high, we're just stretching it to activate the glutes first of all, and then keep stretching back in alignment with the body rather than out to the side for now. And then we lower. So what we want to do is keep both hips down on the floor as well. Keep the belly lifted in and up, and then lift the left leg now. So stretch back, and you should feel your glutes getting a little bit tired, and lower down. So let's keep changing. So we're going to change back to the right leg, and then the left leg. Really keep that in mind of lifting from your bottom as we add in a little bit of speed now. So we're going to kick and squeeze from our glutes, stretching the toes back as much as we can for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we take the feet out as wide as we can. Bring the heels back in together. Out to the side and back to center. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the legs lifted if you can. One final set of swims for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let the legs rest. Let's roll onto our back. Have a little stretch for our glutes. I know you're going to need it now. Whew. So we're going to take the right leg over the left knee. Now, this is a little bit more complicated to get into than our normal stretch here. So you can go back to this one if you prefer it. I'm just going to try this one today. So we're going to hug both knees in, and our right leg is on top. So we should be feeling this in our right hip, outer hip, maybe inner hip. And we're going to stay there just for about 5 seconds, head and shoulders resting down on the floor. And then to get more of a stretch into the outer hip, we're going to the other outer hip now though. So we're going to lower our legs down, and then we're going to take the legs over to the right. So this is going to stretch the left outer hip. Then we'll just swap legs and we'll do the same thing, but we're going to stay here for a little bit longer. So our shoulders are down on the floor. If you want to increase the stretch a bit more, you can turn your head and your eye gaze to the left. So your leg is going to the right, your upper body's going to the left, or you're just looking straight up. So big, nice deep breaths here. I want to bring some calm back to the body. Let's just stay here for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring the legs back using your hands as well. So just put your hand under your thigh and then just bring the back to center. So we're calming the body down now. And when we're doing that, if we're stretching quite strongly, we don't want to kind of rapidly move the body. So just going to use your hands as well to help you. So let's cross the opposite leg over, left leg over right. And then if you can, just reach towards your right knee and hug it in. Let go of any remaining tension anywhere in the body. We're almost done. I think we are. One more minute. Okay, so we're just hugging that knee in, and then we're just going to let the feet come back down. And now our legs are going over to the right, so we're going to get the stretch into the right hip. Extend the arms out, turn your head back the other way if you want to add a bit more of a stretch there. Just 5 more seconds here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring the legs back up to center. Take the knee off of the top there. Just give the legs a little shake. Wake them up again. And you can just hug the knees in if you want to, just to stretch a little bit into the low back. So when you're stretching like this, pulling the knees in, just try and release the tailbone down to the floor. You might get a little clicking kind of feeling, a little release there. Just let it go. And then turn onto your side. And we come up to seated, and we're done, guys. Oh my God, that's so quick, that class. 45 minutes goes in a flash, doesn't it? Okay, I hope you're all feeling good after that. Hopefully had a nice little stretch. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let me know if you've got any comments or questions. I'll hang around for a little while. Otherwise, I'll see you next Thursday. Have a great week.